As the episode begins, we see Rarity on a very tight deadline, working on some costumes for Sapphire Shores. At the same time, Sweetie Belle wants her to help with her own costumes for a school play. Understandably, Rarity starts to say no, but then thinks of a way to accommodate her sister by getting extra help. And man, does she pull out all the stops. That's really saying something considering she had no time to plan anything, which we find out is because Sweetie Belle basically put together the entire play herself and didn't want Rarity's help unless it was absolutely necessary. Though apparently Rarity's help wasn't the only thing she needed, since the dialogue here is just painful. After the play, Spike tells them none of the main six could make it since they were all helping Rarity. Hey, Spike actually showed up to explain an important story detail and he's not the butt of a joke. Unfortunately, everyone else only seems to remember the costumes and Sweetie Belle gets pissed off, thinking that Rarity tried to upstage her on purpose. And there's even kind of a history with this, going back to Sweetie's 5th birthday. That night, Sweetie turns downright evil and sabotages an important headdress for Sapphire Shores. During a dream, she gets visited by Luna, who draws a parallel between them by saying that she also has an older sister who outshines her, and warns Sweetie of what might happen if she gives in to her dark impulses like Luna herself once did. Wait, did the show just compare Sweetie Belle to Nightmare Moon? Holy shit! Apparently, in addition to chasing off nightmares, Luna also has the ability to completely reshape dreams as she takes Sweetie Belle on a Christmas Carol tour of the past, present, and possible future. We go back to Sweetie's 5th birthday and find out that, while she wanted to make a special entrance, everyone ignored her while Rarity passed out party favors. But it turns out Rarity only did that because everyone was getting bored and planning to leave. Though I will say the dialogue here is absolutely terrible. No 5-year-old talks like this, and no adult would talk to a 5-year-old like this. We then go diving past some seemingly random dolphins and see what will happen if Sweetie doesn't correct her mistake, with Rarity getting fired and then completely driven out of business. And considering how high profile Sapphire Shores seems to be, that's not entirely unreasonable. In any creative field, when you fail to deliver on your work, you can build a bad reputation very quickly, and the less likely it is for anyone to hire you. After getting some more nightmare fuel, oh god, the Vor artists are gonna be all over this, Sweetie Belle finally wakes up, but Rarity's already gone. The Crusaders take a train to Canterlot and we find out just how horrible pop song titles are when used in conversation, which Sweetie Belle misunderstands because she doesn't like Sapphire Shores music. And just like that, Sweetie Belle has officially gone up on my list of favorite ponies. They get blocked by Sapphire's security guard, and I really like how Sweetie insists that she's not a fan, and then Scootaloo and Applebloom both say, I am. Unlike Pip's let's explain everything just because I feel like being a smartass moment from Twilight Time, this kind of excited outburst feels a lot more believable. Okay, between Pinky's antics recently and now this, do all Earth ponies have prehensile tails? Because that seems pretty damn useful. The Crusaders finally get in and take the headdress at the last possible second. And since Rarity can now see that they're up to something, I kept waiting for them to stop and tell her what was going on. But no, they lead her on a Scooby-Doo chase until Sweetie runs into Princess Luna. Okay, I'm a little confused. Is this just a dance studio or is it Sapphire Shore's house? And Luna was just hiding there? Okay, maybe I don't want to know. Anyway, Luna helps fix the headdress and then Sweetie tells Rarity what's happening. Apparently she just wanted to fix the problem herself first. Meanwhile, Sapphire is ready to call the whole thing off because the ordeal is giving her a bad feeling. But Rarity and Sweetie Belle have her try on the headdress anyway, and we see that Luna sewed a dolphin pattern into it. I personally think that ruins the overall Egyptian theme of it, but it turns out that dolphins are Sapphire Shore's lucky animal, as they visit her in her dreams. Oh, so that's why we saw the dolphins earlier. It was a hint that Luna had been visiting Sapphire Shore's dreams. And it doesn't matter that it clashes with the rest of the headdress design because it's deeply meaningful to her. You know, Sapphire Shores was my least favorite one-off character in Season 1, but they actually made her more interesting here. Also, this is a pretty clever way of hiding the fact that she was a blank flank in her first appearance. But my goodness, I love this episode. It doesn't feel like a single scene was wasted. Everything that we see is connected, and every question, okay, everything important to the story, gets explained. And Luna really is best princess. Though now I want to see more from Celestia and Luna like in the season premiere. The only thing I really didn't like was that Sweetie Belle seemed a little too evil at the beginning when she was trying to get back at Rarity. Maybe the Nightmare Moon comparison really isn't that far off after all. Also, aside from the dialogue that was supposed to be bad on purpose, there were a few scenes where what was being said really didn't match the characters. Otherwise, this episode really surprised me, and it's definitely one of the better entries this season. For Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils gets a 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, if you like this video, be sure to click on the Best Princess to visit my Patreon page and support my work.